Hello guys, and welcome back to another Cafcast! We're back here once again down the end of the stripy shack with Doug the pug, who's hanging out here. You might notice that something's gone a little bit missing from just down here. We'll talk about that in a second. But firstly, I wanted to just quickly cover, some of you guys seem to recognise that Indy seemed to be missing from her exhibit before I took the wall down. I've now successfully taken the wall down, and she is there, but something a bit strange has happened to her, which I wanted to just quickly show you before we carry on today's episode. As you can see, we have moved the incubator over there, which we'll be playing with a little bit later on, but for now, what I wanted to do was just quickly put your minds at rest. We need to quickly open the cage here, which we can do with some levers, or levers, depending on which country you're from. There we go, close that up, and we can just wander in and walk it down in. You can see, did you just see her there? She's just wandering around here by the large tree. Hey Indy, how you doing? She's here. She's still here and doing well. But I don't think that Hendrix the guard has been paying too close attention to her, because she's kind of gone back to the size that she was when we first put her in here. I have no idea why. If anybody knows why that bug might be happening, then please do let me know, but we'll keep an eye on her for now. She seems to be okay. She didn't despawn, thankfully, so it seems to be just like a little weird glitch that's happened. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys can think of that might be the cause of that, then please do let me know down in the comments, because you always do. You fantastic lot. You always let me know about those kind of things, which is great. But anyway, today we're doing something really, really fun. So you've chosen a really good episode to watch for this lovely Monday. We are going to be today finishing up with the DNA that we were working on last episode, and finally getting down to the bottom of the T-Rex, and that's the next one that we're going to be working on, guys. I know there are a lot of people who wanted velociraptors and spinosauruses and stuff like that, and don't worry, if you're one of those people, we're definitely going to be making all of the dinosaurs here. It's going to be really, really exciting, really, really fun. I can't wait to have all the exhibits all set up like we have done before for other mods and different bits and pieces. It's been really, really cool, and this is no exception. The indominous enclosure, I'm finally happy with it. I think it looks amazing, and we're going to do a similar thing for the T-Rex, but we'll definitely be doing velociraptors and others very, very soon. The reason that I'm going with T-Rex is purely because you need like hundreds of fossils. We don't have enough yet. I had to go out and get some more. I managed to find one decent Carnotaurus, or whatever it was, whichever fossil it was, I can't remember. And luckily enough, it had 32% Tyrannosaurus in it. So what we can do with this is go ahead into our combinator here, take the 71% that we made last time, even though that actually equals 103%, what it will go ahead and do for us is make us a purely perfect 100% DNA, which is exactly what we're looking for, actually. So it's great. This means that we're going to be able to see, hopefully by the end of today's episode, our real-life baby Tyrannosaurus Rex inside here. So that's going to be really, really exciting. So that's how you get the DNA from the last episode and this episode. The next thing that you need to do is go ahead and go over to the embryonic machine and put... Oh, it's not that, actually. Maybe it's inside here, is it? No. That's interesting. Is it the DNA synthesizer? It must be the DNA synthesizer. There's all these different steps that you have to go through. There we go. So once you've got your DNA sequence and everything, you go into the DNA synthesizer. Make sure you've got empty test tubes and DNA nucleotides in here. Once again, there aren't any recipes for these yet, but there will be once the full release of Jurassicraft 2 happens. The guys are working hard on it. They've been telling me, so I'm looking forward to seeing all the new stuff they're going to be getting involved with. But for now, we'll carry on working with what we've got. The T-Rexes look so cool in this mod, guys. You're going to see. We're going to spend some time thinking about where we're going to have the exhibit at the end of this episode, and then what we'll do between episodes is I will make all the walls for the T-Rex exhibit, and then we'll have something else to look forward to. That'll be really, really awesome. So now that we've got the Tyrannosaurus Rex done through the synthesizer, as you can see, it gives us something that you might have seen in previous versions of Jurassicraft, the DNA inside the test tube. And then that goes into here, into the embryonic machine, and you need to make sure that you've got an empty syringe and a petri dish. And what you do, what the machine's doing rather, is taking the DNA, putting it in the petri dish, and then sucking it up into that syringe. And there you go. We've got a Tyrannosaurus syringe. It's not too complicated, is it, guys? I told you it would be nice and easy. We can do this. And finally, the embryo calcification machine. You pop that inside there, and you put some nice fresh eggs in there. Make sure they're fresh. If they're rotten, then that's not going to be very good for anybody involved. And finally, we end up with a Tyrannosaurus egg with a beautiful genetics code and DNA quality of 100%, which is super awesome. So, we've done it. We've actually gone from DNA to egg in like 2 episodes, which is fantastic. But I can hear you guys. I know what you want to see. You want to see the actual real-life dinosaur finished completely. And the way that we do that is we head over into the incubator here, make sure it's got some sand in it, and make sure there are cages all the way around the outside, because the Tyrannosaurus Rex that we're making now will go into one of those. And then we go ahead and we pop in the Tyrannosaurus egg. Boop! There we go. Perfect. Now remember, we go cool for male, and we go hot for female. I think we want to carry on doing females for now. We could always change it later on, but essentially this machine can take a little bit of time. You'll see it kind of doing things. We'll spend a little bit of time just kind of like hanging out and checking this out. I'll take away the HUD for a minute just so you guys get a good chance to see it. But what you'll find out and what you'll notice is that as we go, as the incubator does its work, all the little kind of like cages around the outside will start to do this weird kind of like bobbing up and down. It's really weird. I don't understand quite why it does it, but it does do it. Like if I go on top of here, you should be able to keep an eye on the incubators around the outsides here. If I go into the thing, what you should see is they go. Look, do you see them? They're bobbing down, and they'll bob back up again in a minute. Any second now, bob for me. Oh, they've completed that first little bit. Look, so you can see it's the line is now increasing. So that's fine. But anyway, so you saw it sort of move up and down there. They do that. It's a bit strange, but whatever. It's fine. It's getting on with it with doing its thing. Now, meanwhile, whilst that's kind of like doing its thing, I thought it would be quite a good idea to just nip up on top of the stripy shack, because it's a good chance for us to get a good sort of bird's eye view from up here and find out what we think we're going to be doing next. Now, we need to make the enclosure for a big old Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think the indominous enclosure that we've made now is a really good size. Like, you can see me on the pole there in my shadow. Isn't that cool? I think it's a really nice looking exhibit. What I would love to do is mirror this in some way. Now, that's going to mean, I suppose what we could do is we could have another one next to it with the wide bit going the opposite way. So there's a bit of distance between the two of them. We could probably put a road down the middle, which will make it a bit easier to get through and go to like exhibits that we build around the back and stuff here. But I like the idea of starting with 2 very big, very kind of strong reinforced exhibits for the 2 really dangerous dinosaurs. We can then make more sort of open and interesting exhibits for some of the smaller dinosaurs like the Compsognathuses, and maybe some wider open ones for the Gallimimuses, things like that. So I like the idea of doing that. I hope you guys agree. So what I'll do, I'll collect back up all these blocks. I think we've got just about enough to be able to set this up, and if not, all I need to do is compress the stone, so that's not a problem at all. It's another one of these Jurassicraft items, so that's why I'm kind of using this reinforced stone, because it looks so awesome, and that's definitely what we're going to spend our bit of time doing. But the sun is setting, and don't worry, because we're not going to end the episode until we've got a real-life, actual Tyrannosaurus Rex here. But we might have to have a little sleep to make sure that the nighttime doesn't come along and make us a bit kind of scared. Because I want you guys to be able to see the T-Rex looking really, really awesome. Because they do. They look absolutely fantastic. So we'll definitely hang on for that. But So what I'll do then, I think we're in agreement, between episodes, because it's kind of boring, I'll spend some time making the mirrored kind of exhibit going the other way. If you guys do want to see it, I do make all the building stuff on my ASMR channel. That's youtube.com/ASMRcast. There's a link down in the description down below, where you could watch sort of like in-depth building logs about how I kind of like make all the stuff that we have on the exhibits as well, because obviously I have to sit down and make everything as well. So I thought it made sense for me to put it somewhere, and I put it on my other channel. So if anybody out there is really interested, then there you go. There's loads more Minecraft content over there for you. But for now, we need to go and have a little sleep. I think it's dark enough now. I don't want to go too far away from the T-Rex, so we're going to sleep in this bed tonight. And just have a little sleep here. There we go. Look, nice and simple. And now morning has broken. Glorious, glorious morning. And if we just open this up, the reason that this is around here, by the way, is because whilst I was working on the whole kind of like thing, because for some reason this wasn't working indoors, so I took it outdoors and it works now. So I have no idea why that is as well. It must have been like touching some redstone or something. Now, essentially, I kind of like built it outside and everything. It was looking really nice, and then all of a sudden behind me there's a creeper, and he goes boom and just destroys me completely. So it kind of like ruined the whole place. So now I've built this thing where nothing can get in. If we find a creeper, we can just hop inside, and then they can't kind of like come around and pester us. It's still not protected from skeletons, but I'm less worried about that because they don't blow up. Oh dear. But anyway, we are almost done here now for today's episode. It's going to be just a little bit longer for you guys. I know you do want to see longer episodes, so we'll let it kind of like run a little bit. But then next time, when we come back, guys, for the next episode, once the exhibit has been done, what we'll do is the next episode, we will be putting the Tyrannosaurus Rex not only inside the exhibit, but we will also be taking name suggestions for the Tyrannosaurus Rex, guys. And I know that there are loads of people out there who really want to get involved with that, so make sure that you're one of them. We'll leave the naming opportunity open for a little while, give people a good chance to get their name suggestions in if they do have any. And I think it's going to be really, really awesome to have, like, not only have the Indominus Rex just here, but then have the Tyrannosaurus Rex next to it as well. I think that's going to look really cool. So this is pretty much done now. So we're going to hang out here. What will happen is, for some reason, again, I'm not quite sure why the incubator works like this, but for some reason, it kind of like goes round in random and has the egg sort of like wandering around in all of these cages here. And it randomly chooses one, and it goes pop, and it just sort of pops it inside one. You have no idea or no way of knowing which one it's going to be. You just have to kind of wait and see, which is a bit strange, but it's okay. It works out fine. I just want to, can I just hop up here? Oh God, I went down a little hole there. There we go. You can see it sort of going up and down again now, which means, yeah, it's on the last little bit now. The last little percentage, we can just sort of like hang out and wait and see what happens here. Oh, no, he's there. He's done. Oh, fantastic. Look at this, guys. Look at this. What I'm going to do, let's see if I can just quickly take up these bad boys here, just so you guys get a good chance to see what he looks like. There he is. He's having a little shaky, but that's, let's just break down this grass here as well so we can get nice and close. Perfect. There you go, guys. This is the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the cage. The egg has hatched, and we have managed in only 2 episodes to successfully go from DNA that we picked up in fossil form to real-life, actual, proper dinosaur. How cool is that? I'm so excited, guys. That's amazing. I really think that we're going to be able to make some really awesome things here. Now, we need to be very careful with this because you have to pick it up properly in the right way, which I think is this way. There we go. Boop. So now you can see we have a small cage with a male Tyrannosaurus in. I thought I put the female temperature in. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's the opposite way around. Never mind. Well, there we go. We have a boy Tyrannosaurus Rex ready for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of a payoff at the end there, but oh my god. It's worth the wait, isn't it, to see all the fantastic dinosaurs? I love it. It's brilliant. We're going to spend some time off camera spending all the little extra bits and pieces that we need to do here to make sure that we have the mirrored exhibit, so it's going to look really, really cool, and it's going to be exactly the same as the one for the Indominus. apart from for Tyrannosaurus, guys, which I'm super excited about. So until then, I've been Caf of the Cafcast. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hendrix, do you wanna say goodbye? Are you gonna say goodbye? Thanks, Hendrix. That's very helpful. You said nothing. Oh, dear, oh dear. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you did like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you all next time when we work on the Tyrannosaurus Rex exhibit. So exciting. I'll see you all then, guys. Bye-bye. You've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.